So I just did some grocery shopping. I think my camera's a little crooked. Muy bien. All right, well, I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got while I was grocery shopping. I've already broke into some of it. I opened my energy drink and my spinach dip pretzels on the way home because I hadn't had anything to eat, and it's 1 o'clock. And so I needed something. I have the spinach dip left, and now I have nothing to dip in. I'm gonna have to figure something out because it's so good. But yeah, I used my EBT today. I'm gonna add up how much I spent at the end of this. I went to 3 places in the same area. I went to the local butcher shop that takes EBT here, and then I went to the local produce shop that has a lot of local produce that I love, and they also accept EBT. So I got most of my stuff from there, and then I went to Food Line to grab a couple of things that I can't ever find at those places. I like to support local when I can. Also, I feel like it's a better quality of food for my family. Even though we are on EBT, I enjoy eating healthy when I can. That's not always a luxury that we have, but I try to do it as much as I can. There's a lot of like health conditions that run in my family, you know, cholesterol issues, clogged arteries, heart attack, strokes, pre-diabetic. My mom's actually just got told she's pre-diabetic, and I think where I'm with this, and I'm just like, I really need to focus on health and setting my girls up so they can eat healthy and know how to do that when they're in adulthood. Okay, so this is all, I'm gonna open all the stuff from the local butcher first. This is a huge chunk of pork Boston butt for $9.45, and it's nice. It's a nice piece here, a nice piece. I'm gonna cut this off the fat, and I'm gonna render that down and make like beef tallow. But with pork, I'm gonna combine my beef and pork fat. That's what I have planned for that. And this is one of the specials this week. It's a boneless beef chuck roast for $11.23. Kitty, oh no. No, Kitty, she smelled already. I'll have to clean my table off after this, which is packaged very nicely. And this was a flash sale they had going, and someone had grabbed the other one right after me. They put another one out. I was thinking about getting another one. But this is a big beef back ribs for $4.42. I got all those ribs for $4.42. Kitty, I'm gonna put you in the kennel. Try me, little girl. She thinks she's a superstar. Yeah, $4.42, fresh from the butcher. And these are all like local cows that have been raised around my area. All right, Kitty, you're going in the kennel. She cannot smell this smell. And what are you doing? Say bye. Bye. All right, if you hear her meowing, let's see, am I still recording? I am. It's been cutting off on me recently. This is a lot of meat. I don't know where to put all that. Let's go stack that up there. My other bag from the butcher, and I'll tell you how much I spent at the butcher. I'll show you. So I got this, it's pork country ham bits and pieces. I was thinking I'm probably gonna make some homemade pinto beans. I've got a bag of pintos, and I'm gonna make a homemade cornbread, and I'm gonna toss that in there. This was $2.47. It's like home food for me. That's like soul food from like my grandma she would make it, and when I eat it, I just get warm feelings. This is some ground bison. I was unsure that I was gonna buy this because it was a little pricey, but I got this ground bison for $11.99, and I also got this ground venison, and I was thinking I'm gonna combine them both and make hamburgers for the grill. one night when the girls come back. This ground venison was $9.99. So I plan to mix my bison meat and my venison meat together and make hamburgers for the grill. And so the next weekend that I have the girls, that's what I plan to do. So that'll hang out in the freezer until then. This is some local bacon. It was $4.97 for this pack. Local bacon. And I think that's everything from the butcher shop. It is. So this is everything from the butcher shop. I spent $54.52 at the butcher shop, the meat shop. And I feel like that's pretty good. This is a lot of meat. This is a big chunk. I'm probably gonna break this down and use it in this butt here, this pork butt. I'm probably gonna break this down and use it a couple different meals. Same with the steak here. I mean the chuck roast. Whatever I make with it, I'm gonna freeze. That way I have multiple meals that I'll be making with these. Okay. So I'll keep that receipt out so I can add it all up when we're done here. Sit it over here. I want to set my meat up on the stove real quick. Get her out of the way. Okay. And here we go into my local produce shop here. Okay. This was these are unnecessary purchases in this bag. But your girl have a thing for pork rinds, and these were some locally made pork rinds. They're not great for you, but I love them, and I like the crunch. I love them so much. I don't eat them all the time, but they were locally made, and that's not always something I find, so scoop that up. Some local banana bread from the lady at the produce stand. Her sister-in-law makes these. So I got that. It's a very nice loaf, banana bread. So those are my 2 treats. Actually, I did get a 3rd treat. I just realized I forgot. You'll see. Here's my receipt. I'll tell you what I spent when I got there. When we get to that point, after I show you everything. So this is some local honey with the comb in it. I used to raise bees. My bees left me over the winter, and so yeah, I don't have honey anymore. Didn't even get to collect because they left so fast. And they were a wild swarm that me and my mom gathered them together and put them in my hive, and it was quite the experience gathering a wild swarm. And my grandma was sitting on the porch, and she was just like, "I can't believe you." She'd always tell me, she's like, "I don't have another grandchild like you. You're a unique one. You're a weird one." And then she'd smile like it was a compliment. Like she just was always, I think I would just amaze her with some of the things that I would do. And she was just like, "Where did that come from? Out of left field." And I just like, I loved when she would say things like that to me. Like, "You're so weird," and she'd smile at me like I knew it was a compliment. Anyways, sorry. Yeah, got this comb honey for $8.99 local, and it's a little pricey, but I love honey. I drink tea a lot, hot tea, and my other honey I bought from the store when I couldn't get something like this, and it went to sugar. You know, like honey will go to the sugar, especially like it's been processed. All the stuff's been processed out of it. I've had it for a minute, but I use it for other things like cooking, which I'll still do. But that's going to be my new honey for my teas. And then I got some locally made hot chow chow for those pinto beans I was telling you about. I'm excited about this. Some little lady made this. I just know it, and it's going to be delicious. Like it's going to be so delicious. Put this one in some kind of bag. And these are some pickled, it looks like pickled hot green beans. Yeah, I'm excited about these. These are gonna be good. I like pickled green beans. They just eat them like a snack. All right, moving along. Oh, we already checked that one. That's my snacky snacks. All right, and then in this bag, I got 2 big old turnips. I love turnips. They're nice big turnips. I love turnips and radishes. Whenever I was a kid, I would go outside when it was snow, and we had this huge hill near our house, and we basically just roamed the woods. We were wild critters, and we would be sledding that day, and we didn't want to go home to eat, and my grandpa had like turnips planted and radishes, and we would just dig them up, and I would just wash them off in the creek that was below the hill. And so yeah, I just rinse them off, and I would just eat them like apples, like just raw turnips, so I wouldn't have to go home to find any food. And these are another one of those things that I'm just like, special. Those were, childhood was rough, but those years of just being a wildling running through the woods, just wild. God, those were good years. I was building teepees, I was building playhouses, and I got me a cucumber for salads because I have some salad mix, and I boiled some eggs and cut them up, and I want to have some salads, so I'm gonna have a salad later. Got that for that. And then I got a bag of these chocolate covered raisins for $6.99 from the produce stand. I am a sucker for chocolate. Like, God, I just love chocolate so much. And I got these for the PMS days that are going to be ahead when I'm going to crave chocolate. But I'm going to try to make these last for a long time. I'm trying to do a little bit better and cutting back my sugar intake some. It can be really easy for me to just grab something sweet that's going to give me some energy for a little while and not take the time to like actually get a proper food. And I'm going to try to work on that. I got a bag of collards. I want to make some collard greens, especially when I make my pintos. So I'm thinking, you know, pinto beans and cornbread and some collards. Yes, Lord, yes. Okay, and then I got me 3 sweet potatoes. So that's what's here in this bag is 3 sweet potatoes. And then I also got me 3 pears, which is another one of those things. When we were in another section of the woods, there was a pear tree, and we would gather pears and eat the pears so we wouldn't have to go home and eat. And this is another one of those things. So I don't know, maybe I'm just needing some comfort and some love from the child me. You know, maybe those things that filled me then, fueled me. They're, you know, I love the feeling of connecting with that version of me. So yes, that is everything I got at the produce shop, and that was $48.50. So I spent $48.50 at the produce stand, and then I spent $54.52 at the butcher shop. And so total, 54. I suck at math. Suck. Your girl's gonna get a pen and add it up whenever we're done here. All right. They didn't have a lot of, they had like the bigger tomatoes at the produce stand, but I wanted some of these small grape tomatoes for salads and stuff. So I picked these up at Food Line. This is for my Food Line stuff. Got the grape tomatoes and also mushrooms because I like to have mushrooms. So I got me a thing of baby bella mushrooms. And then I also got these Thai basil vegetable dumplings, which I really like. They're really good. Got those. I grabbed a coconut water. This will last me. I love some coconut water. It's great for you. And then I got a couple energy drinks for the mornings that I'm rushed and I don't have time to sit and have coffee. So I got a couple of these Celsius drinks. I like those. Yeah, that was it. And then the other Celsius that I had in my pretzel snack. But these Celsius drinks, they have no high fructose corn syrup, no aspartame, no artificial colors, 7 essential vitamins. Like they're like, it's a sparkling peach vibe. In the grand scheme of energy drinks, these are not too shabby, not too shabby. So this is what I got. And then my receipt for Food Lion, $23. Nope, $22.73. I'm gonna see if I can find a pen real quick. I wanna get a pen. All right, found a pen. I did the math real quick. I spent $125.75 on all my stuff here. And I really enjoyed making this video. I think that this was a good video for me to make. It holds me accountable with what I'm purchasing, and I'm trying to eat a little better. I'm trying to eliminate some sugar out of my diet and just focus on fueling my body with good healthy foods. And so I enjoyed doing this, and if you enjoyed it, please let me know. If you have any ideas for the things that I got, or like recipes or things that you think that would be good to make, please let me know below. Please consider liking the video, you know, subscribing. Love to have you here. We talk about a lot of frugal living, you know, thrifting. Most of my house has been thrifted. I've made things, or it's been given to me. I could do a lot of food pantry hauls, life as a single mom, struggling with mental health situations, and just life as a low-income single mother. And if that's interesting to you, or you'd like to stick around, I'd really appreciate you being here. So yeah, I feel like I got a lot of good stuff here, and I'm going to probably get off here and start making some things. Yes, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I love you guys. I appreciate you hanging out, and until next time, bye. Bye.